Hey Leos, welcome to my channel Intuitive Tarot Empath. I'm Robin and this is your general reading for August 2018. In the event that this does or does not resonate with you, you can go check out the other videos for your sun, moon, and or rising signs to get the most amount of information about the energies that follow you throughout the end of July, all throughout August, and the beginning of September. Happy birthday to all of you Leos who are celebrating birthdays at the beginning of August. I hope that you guys are having a wonderful summer if you're in the northern hemisphere, or a lovely winter if you're in the southern, and I hope that you're having a lovely birthday season. As you can tell, I've already pulled out the cards and shuffled. I started this video before, but then I got kind of mumbly and the lighting was an issue, and now here we are. So here we go. Let's just get started. So these cards are wonderful. I'm going to show you every one of them as we go, obviously, as I usually do. But I wanted to start with the card on the bottom of the deck. So what we have here is the Temperance card. I'm like, okay. So what we have here is the Temperance card. So the Temperance card is all about balance, maintaining balance, finding balance, finding and maintaining balance. This can be about emotional balance. This could be about the balance that you feel between work and home. But either way, I think that Virgos, not Virgos. I think that a lot of Leos have been doing a lot of balancing this summer. As you're coming into August, you're in very good balance, in fact. August is a really good month for you guys. You got a lot of really good stuff going on. In fact, let's start with this. This would suggest that, like, in the present situation, this would suggest that there was some sort of heartbreak that you got over. So, you know, sometimes with heartbreaks, obviously it could be the customary heartbreak, it could be a disappointment in a relationship, it could be a breakup, it could be a job loss, but this is suggesting that, you know, there's a getting over of whatever disappointments had been on your mind. And in fact, you're putting yourself out there again. Here we have the Page of Wands. This is you. So this is, you know, Wands represent fire signs. So Leo, Sagittarius, Aries. And so here you are putting yourself out there again, communicating with people. You know, pages are usually about communications. Wands are about things you're passionate about. So this could be about putting yourself back out into the world. This is about the job you want, this is about the relationship you want, and this is about a fresh start. So I think that you have been feeling as though the Wheel of Fortune is finally on the upswing. Things are starting to feel good again if they haven't been feeling good for a while. In fact, whatever phase you were in is a phase that you're coming out of, and a new phase is, you know, beginning, because we have the Wheel of Fortune is a 10, and 10s in tarot are about new beginnings. And we also have the 10 of Wands in reverse. So this is to say that, like, with the 10 of Wands, you know, you were carrying a lot of burdens, and maybe even carrying a lot of other people's burdens, and insisting that you could do it on your own. I don't need you to be around. You know, not necessarily that I don't need you to be around, but, like, you know, I don't need you to carry this. I can carry this for the both of us. Don't worry, I got this. But these two cards together, the Wheel of Fortune and the 10 of Wands in reverse, is suggesting that, you know, the period of time where you're carrying burdens for yourself and other people is over. I think that also, you know, the stress that you felt from carrying other people's burdens, carrying your own burdens, carrying kind of the weight of the world on your shoulders, and not necessarily asking for help, put you in a position where you were feeling, you know, overwhelmed, anxious, overburdened, obviously all that kind of stuff. And if you're in that sort of period of time where you're taking on, like, you're taking on more responsibilities at home in your relationship, or you're taking on more responsibilities at work, like, that 3 of Swords doesn't even have to be a breakup. It can literally just be the disappointment or the stress that you feel from that 10 of Wands, you know, taking on everybody else's stuff, and really coming into a period of time where you had to reevaluate and say to yourself, what is it that I want? What's going to make me happy? How do I go from 10 to 1? This guy's only carrying 1 sword. one sword, one wand. It was either going to be sword or stick. Very official here. So, what's going to get me back to one, back to new, back to unstressed? And so I think that as you start to feel more balanced, you feel like luck is on your side again. The Wheel of Fortune has swung in your favor, and you start letting go of those wands. You start letting go of that stress. You start letting go of all of the things that you were carrying with you that you then start delegating to other people. So delegating to other people at the job, delegating to other people at home. For some of you, if we're talking about a breakup, this could be, feeling as though you were kind of carrying the weight of the other person on your shoulders. You wanted a fresh start, so you break up, but, still feeling the sadness of that. Same goes with the job, leaving a job because you felt like it just wasn't fair. There just was too much responsibility on your shoulders, and so you had to dissolve that, partnership or that job opportunity. And so you've gotten yourself back to square one where you're out, you're less stressed. Things are kind of moving very nicely. In fact, your day-to-day is pretty nice. The sixes in astrologies are about your daily routines and schedules. The Six of Cups is about things you're emotionally connected to. This could also be the card of nostalgia. This could be the card of children. But overall, I think what this is saying is that you're coming into a period of time where you're enjoying life again. Maybe you're even coming at life with a childlike innocence. You're enjoying the people around you. You're enjoying the work that you do. You're enjoying your relationships. And as the summer continues to blossom, or the winter continues to blossom, or the month of August, rather, continues to blossom, each day you dip more and more into this energy of, I feel like a lot of Leos are going to feel like, did you ever, you're doing something really fun and you're like, I'm going to remember this for the rest of my life? Those are the kinds of memories that you're going to be making. And that's kind of the feeling that's going to follow you all throughout August, this feeling of nostalgia, of the fact that you're making memories because you're enjoying the people around you. You're enjoying the work that you do. You're enjoying the time that you're spending with all of these people. It's a really lovely energy to be in, and you guys are going to be feeling that every day. What's great also is that now that you are less burdened than you were before, that you've taken on kind of you've started to delegate, you've started to hand out, it means that you're emotionally freer. What comes up is the Fool. So as you move through August, because you have such freedom in your heart now, and you're so much less burdened and anxious than you were before because you found the way to balance, the Fool suggests that as you move through August, you really capitalize on this energy. You're feeling very much more energized. You're feeling very emotionally connected. I know that I repeated that before, but I think it bears repeating. And I think that you start trying new things. I feel like this, even though this is not necessarily the card for Leo, I feel like the Fool, he's got the sun at his back, and the sun is your planet, even though the sun is not necessarily a planet, but I am not a scientist, so to each his own. But I know that Leo is ruled by the sun, and so you're just ready. You're ready to travel. You're ready to, if you're not in a relationship and you're looking to meet new people, you're ready to meet new people. You're ready to get the new job. You're ready to take on the tasks that are in front of you because you are able to harness that energy that feels so good. And so August for you guys is really this beautiful feel good month. Just ready for anything, ready to take on the day. There's no stress, there's no worry, there's no anxiety. You're really just embracing every moment as it comes. And in fact, I think that out of that, a lot of Leos are going to have ideas for how they want to proceed next in their lives. So I think that August, while this is going to be a very enjoyable time for you guys, is also a time of manifestation. I think that for some of you guys, Uh, and I say guys, I apologize if that's offensive. It's not meant to be. I mean, I say it to my kids at school too. Guys, guys, guys. Um, so the Two of Wands suggests that with this energy that you have been so able to harness, and that you feel like you're at the beginning of something new, like the precipice of something exciting you've been enjoying every day, I think that you become extremely powerful manifestors. So this represents you, and especially like we said before with the wands, are fire signs. So this is you, Leo. You're a fire sign. I think you start asking yourself, okay, what do I want to do next? What do I want from here? How am I going to proceed into the next season? And I think that for some of you, this will be about, opening a business. For some of you, this will be about changing a job. For some of you, this will be about taking more responsibility on at work. Wands especially are about things you're passionate about. For some of you, it's about manifesting a partner. For some of you, it's about manifesting what it is that you want in your relationship, but you're holding the world in your hand because you know that now is the opportunity to do it. Your heart is so light and so is your mind, and so you can really take that energy and do some amazing things with it. And it's all stuff that you're passionate about. You're feeling very connected to it. And I think that, you know, you're starting to communicate what it is that you want into the universe. That's what the Page of Wands is. It's communication for new ventures that you're ready to, you know, fall into. You're ready for whatever's coming. You're in a really good time. And in fact, the manifestation comes relatively quickly because the Hanged Man is about no longer waiting. I think that for some of you Leos, there was a period of feeling overburdened and it felt heavy. And whether it was emotional or physical or mental or all three, it's almost like the lightening of the load has made it so that you're really shooting off into the trajectory of the future. There's no more waiting around. You found the answers to the question, you found the answers to the questions that you had, and now you are moving forward. There is no waiting period. I think that, if we're moving through August, by the time we hit September, I want to say that you are in this place of gestating. So the Empress is the card of pregnancy, but for some of you, if you are someone looking to become pregnant, this could be a sign of times to come that there will be a pregnancy. For some of you that are not looking to get pregnant, or rather for those of you that are not looking to get pregnant, this is about gestating the ideas. So maybe it's the Page of Wands energy puts you in communication with people who can get you the things that you want. And so even though the Hanged Man is saying that you're moving forward, it's that you move forward and then you pause where you are because you need to, it's the paperwork time. You're gestating the idea. For those of you that are looking for romantic relationships, I feel like the relationship between you and the person that you're looking for or the person that you're with is a very fruitful, fertile one. And I mean it like this. It doesn't necessarily mean that somebody in the relationship is going to get pregnant. That's not it at all. What I'm saying is that, it's almost the progression of how you put yourself out into the world happens so quickly throughout August that I feel like by the time you get to the end of August, you are radiating this kind of Empress energy. And this is true of men and women too, that it's you have kind of the secret of the world in your pocket. There's a confidence to you, a quiet confidence, somebody who's fertile and full of ideas, somebody who's exciting to be around, somebody who's grounded foundationally, and someone who's stable. So you really use this August to your benefit because you're feeling so good that there's no reason not to. And so the manifestation of who you become by the end of August progresses so quickly. So like I said, this card for some of you is like the new business venture. This is, the new promotion. This is the new relationship. This is what brings you to the new relationship, or this is who you become within your relationship. You just kind of become this temple of peace. where you kind of gestate ideas. So I can even see that as like gestation of ideas for the family. Like if you're already in a relationship, this is you kind of with the other person. The just energy I get from this, because these cards to me just appear so similar. This is about if this is a relationship reading for you, this is either about building a relationship from scratch with someone who has the same ideas about life as you do and finding that person who complements you, or this is about growing things in your relationship. So whether that's, building a house, whether that's just building more emotionally fruitful times with another person. I feel like for those of you in relationship, you're walking out of this summer with so many memories, and they're all things that you're going to look back on 20 years from now and go, oh my God, that was such a lovely summer. This is the summer that you grow closer to the person that you're in relationship with. If this is you looking for a relationship, you find somebody who is on the same wavelength as you are, somebody who's grounded, somebody who's sturdy, solid, stable, somebody who is surrounded by all the things that they've gestated for themselves, all the things that they've grown for themselves. This is a person who's emotionally mature. This is a person who complements you exponentially. I think that for some of you, this could also be a boss. This could be you progressing into the boss. This could be about you, as we move into Virgo season, which is the end of August, beginning of September. This could really be about being in contact with people who can put you in the place that you want to be. So you've put all this stuff out into the universe about where you want to go and what you want to do, and then someone comes in and says, I can help you do that. So Leo, this is like such a beautiful, beautiful month for you guys. It's so peaceful, it's so warm, it's so filled with the universe's support of you and what it is that you want to put out into the world. So let's see, who's that King of Pentacles and what's his deal? So I'm just got to get like 3 clarification cards. I feel like as we've gone through this video, the sun, which is already not out, has progressively gotten cloudier outside. And I really need to get a new camera. Alright, so King of Pentacles. King of Pentacles. Alright. Alright, one more, and then we'll go to it. Alright, so we have the moon, the fox, and the tree of life. So what's interesting is that the fox keeps coming up for most of these kind of like boss positions. So I think that what this is saying is, so the moon is about intuition. And the moon is about, like, obviously, it's, the moon rules Cancer. What's the number on this card? Okay. So the moon is about listening to your intuition. I feel like your intuition is going to guide you to a lot of ideas about who this person is. If this turns out to be you, then it's guiding you to who you need to become. And that you're going to be, I feel like for a lot of you, what it's saying is that you're going to either be pulled to this person or you're going to be pulled into becoming this person. What we have here is the fox. So I want to say that this person is very charming. If this is a person that's not you, or if this turns out to be you, this is a person who is charming, they are slick, they are sly, especially in the world of business, but also like if this is a relationship reading, somebody who's very charming, somebody who says all the right things, sometimes the way that the card looks, you think, oh, I have to be careful of this person. And I think that for some of you, that's going to be the first thought in your mind is, I need to be careful of this person. Especially if, you have some sort of intuition surrounding it, like this situation seems a little good to be true, or this person seems a little bit too charming. But what we have here is the Tree of Life. And so I think that what this person is doing, it corresponds very, oh God, what's the word? It corresponds very directly to what it is that is happening between this King of Pentacles and the Empress, is this idea that the two of you, or you, are going to be growing something. So the Tree of Life is about health, it's about luck, it's about what it is that you can grow with another person, and saying, even though you have some ideas about who you think this person is by the way they speak, or by the way they act, or, by the things that they say, or, that intuition in the back of your head that says, like, this person's just, like, a little bit too charming. Or, I know that in business or in relationships, I have to be charming, to get the job, to get the guy, to get the girl, to get the thing I want. But the Tree of Life is saying that, like, this is a period of growth. This is a period of growing. You'll see it's like an entire life with another person. So whether that's in business or in relationships. And in fact, I think that for some of you, the period of time that you're in right now almost feels too good to be true. Like you're waiting for the rug to be pulled out from under you, because the period of time that you're going in is just so nice and so lovely, and it's almost like you don't trust it. But really what it is, like I said before, is a period of time where you're making some serious memories. And you're doing also not just making some really serious memories, but you are really pushing forward with your life in a way that is going to give you humongous gains for your future. So one more card, it's the card of advice. Hold on one. Whoa. Alright. A win-win solution. Alright, so this actually goes along with what we were talking about before. So I'm going to read what's on the bottom of the card, then I'll read what's in the book, and that'll be that for August. Alright, so what we have on the bottom of the card is a win-win solution. I don't know if you can see what the card looks like. Oh, my camera, so bad. So there's strength in diversity. By blending the ideas of other people with your own, you can often come up with a solution that's magnificent. Start by focusing on the aspects that everyone agrees upon, and then open your mind to compromise and work together. Stay balanced and seek out a moderate approach. If that's not what we were talking about fusing your ideas with the ideas of someone else. All right, what number card is this? 14. All right, so a win-win solution. There's great strength in diversity. This card suggests that the situation you find yourself in right now would be vastly improved by melding your ideas with someone else's. So the idea of delegating, like we said before, who around you might have suggestions which, when blended with your own ideas, would bring about a miraculous solution. Rather than focusing on the differences between you and someone else, you've entered a time for compromise and working together. Be open to other people's ideas. Try to see the world as those around you see it. There's so much to gain by working together right now if you just seek out a win-win solution. Additional meanings of this card: taking a moderate approach, cooperation, seeking a perfect balance, self-restraint, reconciliation, being patient until the time is right. So I think a lot of you, like I said, are going to be delegating. You're going to be putting some of the stress that has been on you on other people, because you're done. You're over it. You're too stressed out, and in order to have a magnificent summer, you got to let go of some of the burdens. You got to give them up to other people. Trust that other people will be able to do the work that you don't trust them to do. I'm like that too. where I'm like, it's just easier if I do it myself. Just let me do it myself. All right, I am so excited for your August, Leo. You guys are going to have an amazing time. The energy that's radiating off of these cards, it's so positive. It's so happy. It's such a good time of manifestation and love for you guys. So I want to know how your August goes. So you can either leave me a comment in the comment section below this video, or you can send me an email at intuitivetarotempath@gmail.com. And if you enjoyed this reading as much as I enjoyed doing this reading for you, you can purchase a reading at my website, www.intuitivetarotempath.com. I would love to work with you guys and get, into what's going on in your head, or any questions you have. I'm going to leave the addresses to both of those, my email and my website, below this video. And yeah, I'm also going to be away for about a month. I'm going to be doing the videos for August and September before I leave July 24th. Where I'm going to be doesn't have much Wi-Fi, and the Wi-Fi that it does have isn't very great, so it's not very conducive to uploading videos. However, if you were to purchase a reading, I would probably have the reading back to you by August 16th, 17th. So just a heads up. But either way, happy birthday, Leos. Enjoy your August. Please keep me updated on how it goes, because I want to know every single bit of it. And I'll see you guys in September. All right, bye.